What's up, guys? Welcome to Starling on Cinemas. That's Cinemas with an S. And today I'll be giving you my review of Insomnia as part of my Christopher Nolan binge watching series. Now, before I begin, if you are new to this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on the section below, and most importantly, watch. Now, before I get started on this review, I just want to say that this, to me, in a nutshell, was one of the weakest Christopher Nolan films that I've seen so far. That's why I'm making this face. This is why I don't have as much enthusiasm as I would, but just hear me out. So, the synopsis goes as followed. From acclaimed director Christopher Nolan, who previously brought us Memento last week, comes the story of a veteran police officer played by Al Pacino, Detective Dim Dim Detective Dormer, who is sent to a small Alaskan town to investigate the murder of a teenage girl. Forced into a psychological game of cat and mouse by the primary suspect, played by the late great Robin Williams, events escalate and the detective finds his own stability dangerously threatened. Now, about the story, it seems like Christopher Nolan was following directly in the footsteps of Memento, with the story centered on a protagonist with a flaw that is holding him back. However, this case of insomnia is not a disease he was born with, like how Guy Pearce's character in Memento was born with this short term memory loss. So, this insomnia is something that has developed over time with his growing obsession of who this mysterious killer is. Of course, he finds out who he is, but the information he receives seems redundant or misleading at times in most corners from different witnesses, like the high school kid and local residents, and even the killer himself. Now, we know that Nolan is known for exploring and diving into certain concepts that people may question often, whether personal or mental, but the concept of insomnia seems pretty evident by the exhaustion of the protagonist and the hallucinations he gets while on this case. But aside from that aspect, I didn't really find the film as engaging as Memento, but it felt as confusing as following. Now, the characters. Just like I mentioned before, both Memento and Insomnia have protagonists who go through the same dilemma with the flaw that makes it hard for them to accomplish their goals. Detective Dormer came to Alaska to get on a case, and the case was a murder case. But as he got further into the case, he developed insomnia, and insomnia is when you can't sleep. You're losing sleep. You're getting exhausted from lack of sleep. And like that's how serious the case is to him, because this is, I feel like the thing that's giving him insomnia, I don't think is just the fact that there's a killer out there. I think it's the fact that he shot his partner, and now that this psychological game is going too far, he's he just doesn't know what to do. He's trying to make sure he gets this. This is like a one-way ticket. Seeing how he has a rookie, kind of, I guess, a rookie who looks up to him, who was his idol, who was her idol. But it seemingly starts to develop from the first mistake he made with shooting his partner by accident when he was trying to shoot the suspect. Now, Robin Williams being cast as a psycho killer is one of the most interesting things about the movie, because usually this is something most actors go through. Like if you're a comedy actor, you usually try to find some variety in your career. I'm talking to my comedic actors who go from their well-known comedic performances to a more dramatic take on the spectrum, and Robin Williams was no exception in his career. And it seems like Nolan loves to have the protagonist in his early films encounter something beyond their capabilities, and this is no exception. And for Detective Dormer, the ending in the film represents how crime never sleeps until the case is truly solved. So, the insomnia is pretty much a representation in the symbolism for how police cases never sleep. Like in this case, the detective physically does not sleep in the movie until the end where the case is closed. The case is closed, he gets closed, his eyes gets closed with the case. Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 92% score. Well, good for them. But listen to what I got to say now. Just like Following and just like Memento, Insomnia does explore some personal concepts. However, it doesn't feel as distinctive or as inventive as the previous film, but it feels just as black and white as Following. It was good to see Nolan explore the concept of insomnia, but the film just didn't do it for me. I'm sorry. So for that, I would give it 5 SOs out of 10. I would give it half. Take half, give half. I'm giving it 5 SOs out of 10. Sorry. Well, that is my review on Insomnia. You can let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. And agree to disagree if this is one of your favorite films. I know if I were to ask you what's your favorite Christopher Nolan movie, everybody's answer would be the same. We all say Dark Knight, either Dark Knight or Inception, or if you've seen Tenet already, that's probably your new favorite too. But speaking of the Dark Knight trilogy, next week is the week. Next week is the week where I start the Batman Dark Knight trilogy, with Batman Begins being next week in the Christopher Nolan series. But I'll see you guys tomorrow with my Black Lives Matter series. Bye. I'll get more deeper into that. Y'all can pretty much guess based off of what everybody's been warning about for the last 2 days, that you can pretty much guess what kind of movies I'm going to critique. I'll tell you guys tomorrow.